Chapter 21, Dark Matter. Let me start off by telling you about dark matter. Truth is this. I thought that I could pull up the thingamabob to update the chapter title and type while I was reading it, but it's like covering the text, so like I can't, but it should be updated now. Dark matter is just one big bundle of hate, unhappiness, and pain. It comes from all the Pokemon in the world. It's just hate and things? Yes. Every time you feel annoyed with someone, every time you feel jealous of someone, every negative feeling that any of us have, all come together and grow, and they form what is now attacking the Tree of Life. Hold on a sec. You said negative feelings? But doesn't, like, everyone feel that way sometimes? That's what creates dark matter. Then isn't it impossible to ever get rid of it? That's right. In the ancient past, it was stopped by the alignment of the stars, so the worst danger was averted. But dark matter was never defeated. Dark matter will never go away. What? But then, what can we do? Still don't have an answer to that. But we still have to do something, or our world is finished. That's why we've been trying to find some breakthrough by examining the past. Why don't I tell you what I've found out? Long ago, as is happening now, this planet did begin to be pulled too close to the sun. The Pokemon living in that ancient time tried to fight against dark matter, but it wasn't just them alone. It was a single human who battled alongside them. Single human? Now, this is only my own theory, but if I had to say, I'd guess that human was you, Harmonia. Harmonia? Of course, we can't confirm the theory due to Harmonia's memory loss, and whether or not it really was Harmonia. The fact remains that this human continued to fight on until the stars could do their work. One human was able to stop dark matter in its tracks, if only for a time. Dark matter rises time and again with the movement of the planets. They will come when it rises yet again. Perhaps knowing that and wanting to help those who would fight it in the future. Pokemon of that ancient age prepared certain countermeasures. Measures such as the sealed spring, and the scarves you two wear now. Are scarves? For whatever reason, my throat is getting really dry reading these out, so quick water. I mean, sure, they do seem to have some kind of strange power. That is because those scarves were made by an ancient Pokemon, known as Mew. They were made using materials from the Tree of Life itself. Through countless generations, those scarves were passed down from hand to hand, until they ended up with you, Plexos. But why should I have something so important? That's exactly what I'd like to know. As soon as I brought up the question of the ancient scarves with Ampharos here, he told me to look at the scarves that you and Harmonia wore around your necks. And they do look identical to the scarves that I saw in the ancient past. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. And I? My old pops had always said that I had these scarves on me when he found me. Said I was wrapped up in them. But when did that come to be? I suppose thinking about it isn't going to help us any right now. You said that the ancient Pokemon was called Mew. The one who made the scarves from the Tree of Life. That's right. Mew was something of a leader back when Pokemon first battled dark matter. Harmonia. Do you remember what Nuzleaf said when we were in the prehistoric ruins? And Harmonia here. Well, Harmonia was summoned here by the spirit of an ancient Pokemon. Brought right along through the bounds of time and space. All in an effort to save this world. Nuzleaf said that what called Harmonia here from the human world is the spirit of an ancient Pokemon. Might that not be referring to Mew? Mew is the one. It is just a theory, of course. But we believe that you did fight dark matter once before in the past, Harmonia. So your experience and knowledge of that battle would be necessary in the future. That is why Mew, or at least his spirit, called you back from the human world to help us once more. Then you lost your memory when fighting against the Behemoth. Harmonia, if you can remember anything, anything at all, no matter how small, Can't remember anything. Well, even if your memories are lost, there is one thing we can say for certain. Scarves worn by Klexos and you were made to battle dark matter. So those scars must serve somehow as keys to defeating dark matter. And, Klexos, if I'm not mistaken, this battle will be yours to fight, Klexos. But mine? Why me? Oh, comrades, it's time we got moving. If we let things go on as they are, dark matter will leave and take the Tree of Life with it, abandoning our planet to be consumed by the blazing sun. We must act at once. Oh, wait. Do we even know where the Tree of Life is? On this island. Ahead of us lies Primeval Forest. Primeval? I don't know. And within it, Tree of Life. Fire Island, where we all went together once, is also quite near. It's taken us a great deal of work to find this place, but we're finally here. It's time. Ammonia. Klexos. I'm not beating this game tonight. I do not have the time, because I gotta sleep for GameCon tomorrow. And I don't actually... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to go... Stop! This layout, jeez. And I don't actually know how much is... I know that there's, like, the whole final dungeon of the Tree of Life. I can probably go through Primeval Forest. Yeah, this stream? Probably? Probably. But yeah, Badger I got hella harassed for his video essays because, oh, he needs a touch of grass. 10 to 13 hours is too much. Something, what a loser for being passionate. That's what I've gotten a lot of my Scarlet and Violet essay. Has been the case as well. But yeah, I think I got jump scared by an ad. Nice. Okay, so maybe this will be my last dungeon of the stream. Maybe. Oh, I'll still take a few here. Get these boxes out of here. Yeah, Slumber Wand and Petrify Wand I'll hold on to here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. And if it's that, then maybe I should just save that for next time. Okay, I hope that goes well. Let me know how it is. Or if you post about it somewhere, let me know so I can read how your experience was. Okie doke, will do, Carvia. I'll let you know how GameCon goes here. I mean, I can look up a Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon guide. Because if it's a true combo, then it's like, I don't have enough time to beat the game tonight. And I don't want to, like, get true comboed into it. I mean, I'm sure that there'd be, like, a save and continue thing. But I think you might be right. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon guide. Primeval Forest boss fight, then Tree of Life. Maybe I should do Primeval Forest and that boss fight. And then we can just do, like, Tree of Life and finale next time. Or something like that. I'm getting a decent bit tired as well, to be fair. Definitely the case. Yeah, so it's chapter 21, Dark Matter. Road to Primeval Forest. Oh, there's the road to Primeval Forest, not just Primeval Forest. Hold on. Then, yeah, and yeah, there's like a boss battle and stuff here. And then chapter 22. Yeah, and then it's right into the Tree of Life, which is the final dungeon. Spoilers. Yeah, getting up to the final boss. Well, I wouldn't mind having like a decent bit of meat to the final stream, not just final dungeon, final boss. I mean, there is an epilogue that I'll play later, but next stream I'll probably just like end it off with the finale and then play the epilogue sometime later. But yeah, and also a lot of lore dumping. Yeah, I think you are right. And that might take a hot second. It's stream 9 right now, so the finale can be stream 10 and actually be a bit longer than this couple hour stream here is what it could be. So yeah, maybe that's a pretty good idea. And now that I'm remembering that, yeah, the boss battle at the end, like the final pre-final boss battle. Oh yeah, this that I was thinking about using when we get to the when we get to Dark Matter. So I want to see if I can attract him. Should I just put it in my pocket so I don't forget? Putting it in my pocket so I don't forget. Because if you could actually use Attract on Dark Matter, that'd be so funny. Remember in the first PMD playthrough, the final stream was 11 hours long. Yeah, I go pretty ham on some things. I recently did a 12-hour stream just for funsies. I think it was Unicorn Overlord is what I did. Like, not that long ago. Yeah, the highlight was June 10th. So was the stream June 9th? Let's see here. It lets me navigate. It's not gonna let me navigate. So refresh. And then on to the next page. Yeah, like I had a lot of time on that day to go ham, so I went ham on one of my playthrough games, Unicorn Overlord, because I needed to knock things off the schedule. I just streamed for 12.5 hours. So it's not like doing that long of sessions is unheard of for me today. It's just, I don't do them as often because time and all that. What else might be important? If I recall, I believe it's a boss battle with multiple foes, so maybe I should bring some orbs/wands. You're interested in Unicorn Overlord, but you're not into the RTS element, not quite your kind of a video game there. This is one that you go into with a massive squad, right? So revive all orb. How about? Sure, a quick orb. Sure, a petrify orb. That's probably pretty good. Yeah. Pounce can be pretty good too. Just like get over and then start doing alliances. Like there are situations where Pounce Wad is handy. Okay? I can't just loop around the bottom. I'm more of a turn-based guy when it comes to strategy. That's fair enough. Oh, maxed out at 40. Definitely not going to use that much. Just in case I find Pounce Wands in dungeons. Here. Then I think I'm good. I think at least. Why do I have a Rost Berry? What the hell? I need some apples too. What I need. I'm gonna need some of those. Something you enjoy if you actually played it, but as of now you're kind of conflicted. Yeah, I've quite liked it so far. I must say, like, it's not perfect or anything, but I have enjoyed it. Must say. There's a few apples. Okay. Beyond us lies a place known as Primeval Forest. Tree of Life is deep within it. Let's go. Primeval Forest. Maybe gone for now, but eventually Nuzleaf and the others will come after us. Hurry. Scars were made by Mew for the battle against dark matter. That scarf you wear may be the key to defeating dark matter. At this rate, our planet will be absorbed by the sun. We have to do something before that happens. Yeah, part of me is also kind of like, after that lore dump that we just got at the beginning here, maybe this should be its own part with the whole prompt to save after we were saved from Nuzleaf there. But this would be really short as its own part. I don't want like super short ones like my 2018 playthrough. So is there other stuff that I want to talk about or bring up before we wrap things up here? So there was one other thing that I had in the back of my head earlier, and I forgot. Politics. Yeah, so about that upcoming United States election where one way or another the country is fucked. Politics or religion. Yeah, let's start talking about one of those. How about? That's a great idea. Man, that is so fantastic. Think about religion. I've talked on streams before about, like, if someone comes to the door, knocking on the door to spread their religion is usually like, wow, that's kind of annoying. But if someone came and knocked on the door and was like, hey, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Poseidon, how I would hear them out? And we were playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey the other day, and one of the mercenaries that I fought was like disciple of Poseidon or follower of Poseidon or something like that. And it's like, yo, it's the guy that we've talked about during streams about coming and potentially knock on my door who I would let in. Opinions on shonen anime? What a fantastic idea here, I must say. There was something else. Oh, I remember now, and it's actually important, and it relates to Generation 6 Pokemon. I remember exactly what it was now. I posted it in announcements. Here it is. This is actually a big announcement for the channel. So every May, I do a 24-hour charity stream to help fundraise for Larch, which is a not-for-profit that helps those with developmental disabilities. But I was gone for half of May, and then I got back, like, midway through. I had to immediately prepare for Mega Land and start catching up on everything that I fell behind on from being gone for that long. And I just did not have the time to do a 24-hour charity stream. So I was like, I'm postponing it to June. I'm doing it then. And I was trying to consider, what game should I play? Arguments on whether or not JRPGs count as real RPGs. Trying to debate what game I should play. Where it's like, this is the 10th 24-hour charity stream. Like, this is a big one. So I should do something really special for this. but I don't want to add anything brand new to the stream schedule, where it's like I'm already doing Unicorn Overlord, Fire Emblem Fates, I'm in the final few chapters of this, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, I'm in the final few chapters of this. I have no idea how much is left to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've still barely scratched the surface of Persona 3 Reload. I still have to do the DLC of Persona 5 Tactica. I can probably do it in one stream, like one longer stream. I would need to have more time than tonight, otherwise I would have just done it tonight already. And at some point I'll do the post-game of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. I did the whole main game at Mega Land, so I was gonna do some of this at GameCon this weekend, but never mind. Never mind, I guess. So I didn't want to add anything brand new here, but what about things that I was already planning on adding later this year anyway? So Pokemon Legends ZA is coming out next year, which means I do things on this channel in order. I want to do Pokemon X and Y first, kind of set like the framework and recall what's going on in the lore there in preparation for the new Pokemon Legends. And it's like, wait a second, 24-hour charity stream 10? And I realized, wait a second, I gotta do that. So that's what I decided to do. We're streaming Pokemon X for the 24-hour charity stream 10. And I'm gonna try to spice up the playthrough in some ways here. You've seen that debate come up on Twitter every now and then. It came up last Christmas because some guy said Chrono Trigger is an RPG, but my specific criteria is designed specifically to exclude JRPGs like Chrono Trigger. Wow. And I have some ideas for this. I set announcements, like, I'm aiming for the last weekend of the month, so it just gives me, like, some time. So, I'll have one more weekend to prepare, and then I'll do it this weekend, do my typical 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. thing that I do. And, I still need to work out some details. I have some ideas right now. So, I've saved this, right? Hold on. Let's save this here real quick. Yeah, Pokemon X, the Pokemon game about everyone's favorite social media. That's right. Yeah, I should just put, like, the Twitter X there, shouldn't I? Here, let's close this and open it. Because I know I don't think it was during this playthrough, but I know I've shown it on stream once before. There is a spicy way that we can play it. I don't think that I would do, like, a Nuzlocke or anything like that. But there are some... Oh, this is me just, like, testing it. Stuff. I mean, I can still show off this file here. Because I was testing it out, making sure that it was working okay. My little cousin, a while back, kind of wanted to play some of the 3DS Pokemon games. And he had asked if I could set up a randomizer for him. And I needed to learn how to do that. I needed to figure it out, and I got it set up. And this is the instance of the randomizer that I set up for him that I don't actually think he played all that much of. And not only are the Pokemon randomized in this, but the text is randomized too. And like, I feel like a 24-hour cherry stream, especially like the 10th one there, should be a really entertaining kind of thing. So part of me is debating about playing this. We didn't really click, did we? Did our egos get in the way of understanding what the other wanted to do? If you had been number 10,000, then you could have gotten a bicycle for free, but would you like to give your new a nickname? You're the illustrious Harmonia, are you? Welcome at last to the Pokemon League. I am one of the Elite Four. People know me as the Fire-type Pokemon user, Malva. Please show me a Pokemon that's Harmonia type. Give up trying to make Harmonia learn a move? Lengthening Mascara. It looks like it could chew up anything. It was decided that this must be the place where the Mega Ring is handed over. Something about making sure we never forget to set our sights as high as the sky. I could make my way through a forest like this in my sleep. That's right. No running away. Let's start. Congratulations, you found a ticket. Your training is coming along smoothly. If my deductions are correct, I would say that this is the 3rd ticket you've tracked down, which would mean you are now more than halfway through your training. Lumiose is an imposing city, but do your best. The H? Isn't that the shop on Vernal Avenue that sells rocks or something? I'm not gonna save this. They're calling me H-Meister for now. I've traveled around the world and collected many different kinds of incense. When you exchange friend codes with many different people, many different helpers come to battle with you in multi-battles. Skyledge City Pokemon Gym. Gym Leader Grant. Certified trainers. I think I'll challenge you to a daily battle when this trip is all said and done. Seems like the neighborly thing to do. Feel like Paper Mario Thousands of Doors. Is that some sort of ROM hack there? Here, just to progress things here for a hot second. All right, you can stay here as long as you'd like. Sorry I bothered you, but I like little tiny things. Tiny Pokemon are the most interesting. I particularly like Pokemon that have a height of 12 inches or less. By the way, do you have any tiny Pokemon? If you do, could you show me? What? It's a ROM hack that translates the dialogue into like 40 languages and back again. Yes. Music 2. Because I contacted Emma, of course. I'm sure she'll be here any minute too. Marine City Pokemon Gym. Gym leader, Ramos, certified trainers. Cherubi. I'm so very sorry. It's impossible for me to teach a move to an egg. So, what do you and the neighbor kids end up doing? Forget it. Quit wasting your time with this person. Oh? Does even a champion need time to prepare? I shall wait here until you are ready. Please do hurry. Isn't this stone cool? I got it from this person called the Wandering Stone Collector for showing off my dance moves. It might be a Mega Stone. Here, Harmonia, you can have it. Give me anything. So, yeah, this is a version of Pokemon X. Oh, great talk. Ah, so it's a frequency of the wave. I understand completely now. Thank you. You've been a great help. So, it's a way in which the video game can be played. Smiles of my girlfriend and my Pokemon are worth 3 stars to me. What do you think? That line was totally worth 3 stars, right? Press right on your control pad to zoom in. Press left to zoom out. Really? Sure doesn't seem like it. Seem like I can do that. So what did you think of the courses this evening? This truly is Pokemon X. All the dialogue is just the main character's For You page. This is a special dessert that we only dish out for you, Harmonia. Is that just pronounced mousse from you-know-where, beside a puree of you-know-what? I don't know what. We do always enjoy your visits. I'll just leave your receipt here for you. Forget it. Quit wasting your time with this person. Stop it, all of you! So, you know, the man's beloved Pokemon took part in the war. We're still just beginning. 3rd round start. Okay, great talk. But like, everybody calls me Badam Reminder. I know every move that Pokemon learn while they're leveling up. And I can make Pokemon remember those moves. If you bring me a heart scale, I'll make a Pokemon remember a move. So one concern is that I might not be able to progress. Yeah, we're wrapping up Mystery Dungeon, so I'm just talking about the 24-hour charity stream 10 right now and what the plans for it are. So I want to do Pokemon X, because like 10, Roman numeral X, and I wanted to play Pokemon X and Y before Z next year anyway, so it's not like I'm adding anything that wasn't already planned. My crazy game schedule. This was the hero's flashback when he was still a human. That's right. That's what's going on here, Cam. But yeah, one potential fear is that I might not be able to progress it, but there is a potential solution for that. If I'm stumped, I can just save the game, back out, open Citra again, and then boot into regular Pokemon X, and it turns out they save in the exact same directory because they count as Pokemon X. So my save file is just immediately there, and then I can find out what the hell I'm supposed to do. Oh, so you're one of those kids chosen by the professor, are you? You should go home first and have somebody help you prepare for your journey. So I can do that if I'm stumped, and then like save and go back to the thingamabob, is what I can do. So that's what I'm thinking here. Or maybe just switch to this when we're in the middle of important story stuff. Or see the important story cutscenes like in the randomizer first, and then switch here and see the important story stuff like in the actual real context. Because as funny as this would be, I don't want to go through this understanding nothing about the story of Pokemon X and Y. I do want to like set up for Pokemon Legends CA. So we can switch to this normal one during important story segments or something like that. Or maybe I just set up a randomizer that's still like randomized Pokemon. That's like exactly the same, except the text is no longer randomized, that I can switch between or something like that. I'm sure I can figure out some sort of a system here. I could always try like a randomizer Nuzlocke and just say that if I fail, I just keep playing and now I can take Pokemon on my boxes and I acknowledge that I failed. I don't want to just end the playthrough if I fail. Like, I could do that if there's interest in seeing that. And one thing that I was planning on doing is I was planning on opening up the polls channel to be like writable in by anybody. Because while you can have it be completely randomized, you can also hard code anything you want. So I wanted to open up the polls channel for people to vote on literally any Pokemon all the way up to what's available in X and Y, which I think is up to Volcanion or Hoopa or something like that. And whichever 3 Pokemon get the most votes, those will be my 3 starter Pokemon, and then I can just like choose one of the starter Pokemon from there. Whether y'all vote on being like filthy memers or actually giving me something strong, that'd be out of my hands. But I'd have the choice out of the 3, I'd say. And I think that'd be a fun idea there. And also, in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet playthrough, I started that like shortly after my 24-hour cherry stream that I was doing in the November that it released. And I said that like when I think it was $100, something like that, if somebody donated that or more, then they would be able to choose a Pokemon for me to have like in my playthrough throughout the entire journey, essentially, and give them a name. Like, I would seek them out, I would catch them, I would give them whatever name you wanted, give them like the cool custom art and stuff like that. And so we got characters like Diglett Senpai, like, for the one there. I'm pretty sure most of my team was chosen. We had Lotus, we had Mokuana, we had Kirby, which was like the community vote, where it's like, if we hit like a certain donation threshold, then the community could vote on one, and it turned out being Tinkaton that was named Kirby, is what it was. Maybe I should do a community one too. Like, if we hit like a certain fundraiser goal, we can just have the community kind of choose one from there for like whoever's in stream, whatever gets the most votes from like everyone in stream at the time or something like that, since I'd be playing it really hard in that one session, since it'd be going for 24 hours plus and stuff. But yeah, to be fair, this game's story is one cutscene lore dump that actually matters, and the rest might as well be filler. Yeah, so as long as I just have regular text for that, then we're good. We got Mr. Streamer here, who recently graduated in CS. Now we have Mr. Cam, who's working on graduating in CS. Yeah, nice, Cam. You're picking Fernape. Well, you could write that in the polls channel when I open it up and see how many thumbs up or reactions you get and stuff. And maybe I don't have to restrict it to thumbs up. Just say like how many reactions in total among like the highest number. So if there's 5 reactions of this type and 4 reactions of this type, I'm just counting it as 5. That'd be a way to cheat, just infinitely react with all the different emojis. So yeah, I think I might do that. So just have like my 3 starters be community vote. And then maybe during stream, I don't know if I'd have it be like 100 or more. Maybe I'd choose it as like 50 or something like that. Because there was a lot of setup time for people to consider their Pokemon before. And like people were going ham on that 124-hour stream. So maybe I make it be like 50 or something like that this year. And just acknowledge I'm using cheaty peach strats. I'm using like some sort of cheat codes or something like that to bring them in immediately. And or just like change the spawn tables and just go catch them or something like that and try to get them to be like the same level as my main Pokemon. Or just like catch them at level 1 with some cheaty peach strats and then hack in rare candies and get them up to that level and then keep them for the rest of the playthrough or something. Maybe. I'm gonna need to figure out how exactly this is gonna work. But I would like to figure out the community vote starters. Then maybe if we hit like the donation goal, we can do a community vote one of my main party members, and otherwise like people that donate a whole bunch can just like choose some party members and I'll cheat them in, otherwise I'll get what I get during this. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now. That's what I think would make for a fun 24-hour cherry stream 10. But yeah, probably not a lot because you're the main Fernape enjoyer in this community. But yeah, so those are the ideas that are rattling right now, in my head right now. Rattling around in my head right now. And I realize that this is now less than 2 weeks away. Like 2 weeks away, but then earlier in the morning. So I really need to get this sorted out pretty soon. But I would like to do that, I think. I think that would be pretty fun. And that's relevant to bring up during Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, because I started this shortly after Pokemon Legends ZA was announced and Pokemon Generation 6 started trending. And I was like, hey, this is my Generation 6 playthrough for now, is Super Mystery Dungeon, the better game anyway. And I'll do Pokemon X and Y later. And now it looks like I'm starting it in 2 weeks' time, so I'm starting this soon. like sooner by the time this gets published over on YouTube. And if you're watching this further in the future, all of it's already up, and you can probably find the X playthrough, like, somewhere. It might be in the description, maybe not. I might forget to put it there later. Or it'll just be on the channel if you search up for it. So, yeah, that's my current plan. I still have to sort this out. I still need to design, like, a layout here. The, little preview thingamabob that you saw, like, in the Discord server there, was me working on. I was trying to make a cool kind of graphic for it. Pokemon Sun's Wukong gets all kinds of weirdo moves like Gung Shot. It's an amazing mixed attacker. It's great. Wukong? What? What now? Let's see here. It's this file here, right? Where I was working on? Yeah, where I was just designing the thingamabob. Where I used as reference the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y thingamabobs here. As well as like the official TCG look. So I took inspiration from that with the lines on the side to do this thing here. For whatever reason, when I use the triangle tool, I can't make it into more of a point. I can always draw, and that's finer than that, like fix it up a little bit more later. But I basically sampled the colors from these to get like the blues here. And part of me worried if it was a little bit too dark. I think I did brighten these up by like 5 or 10%, add like 5 or 10% white, just to make them slightly brighter, because these are pretty dark, let's face it. And I was trying to figure out where a good place to have like the Pokemon X and Y on this thumbnail would be, like if this is a part 1 thumbnail. And I couldn't really find a good place. Like maybe have like Pokemon here and then XY there, or like, no, there would be weird. Because like, I'll probably just have something like this where it's big for part 1, and then just have everything a bit smaller in the subsequent parts. But yeah, that's another thing that I gotta figure out. So I've been doing some graphic design stuff for this. Been trying to figure that out. For the font, I went with like the Pokemon font, where it's basically what Pokemon looks like. My camera's kind of blocking it here. There. Yeah, so there's my numpad hotkey to turn my camera on and off. So I just used that, so that's a Pokemon Solid font. And this one I did the Pokemon Hollow font. So it's the exact same font, but it's hollow. So like, I could set this to Pokemon Hollow. Oh, that looks so weird. Like that. I don't like that. I do like the X like that. Pokemon Hollow. That looks so not right. I mean, I don't know. Does that look kind of neat? And I gave it like a silver border. Because like black and then silver. So a black border and then silver, because it plays into what this looks like. So I try to get like the consistent theming here. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of graphic design for it lately. I really can't words. But I do need to figure out what exactly this is going to look like in the next 2 weeks. Because this 24-hour cherry stream is already so delayed. And it's this big 10th one. So I gotta make it cool and fun stuff here. So be sure to post your opinions on the Pokemon X playthrough on X social media. Yeah, that's right. That's what better be done. So anyway, yeah, I guess this will be the part of the Super Mystery Dungeon playthrough where there's a lore dump at the beginning, and then we just discuss what things are looking like for the next Generation 6 Pokemon playthrough, which will probably happen after I beat Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Like, if there's just one more stream to beat it, like, I'll do that before 2 weeks from now. That'll be done. And then this will be the next Generation 6 Pokemon playthrough. It's the filler episode. So, if anyone is interested after Super Mystery Dungeon seeing more Generation 6 Pokemon content, there'll be this. But we are also gonna do the epilogue of Super Mystery Dungeon this time, unlike 6 years ago. I'm not gonna miss that again. I'll actually do it this time. But yeah, it is currently 11:28 p.m. I still gotta have a shower and get to bed here. And get up at a pretty decent hour to go head out to GameCon tomorrow. Now we just have an episode where Harmonia and Clexus learn to drive a car like that one DBZ filler? What? Also, one thing that I can really quickly show here that I know I've shown on stream before, not in a while, but last year for Halloween, I got myself a Luigi costume, and I got myself like a full-sized Ghostbusters Proton pack with like fully functional lights and everything. And I just wore it around university dressed as Luigi because Luigi wasn't messing around with the ghosts anymore. And I just have it in the other room right now. I pulled it out so it would be handy. So tomorrow at GameCon, I'm gonna be wearing that thing on my back, dressed as Luigi. Not exactly the most elegant thing to be carrying around on my back. Because the thing is massive here. Oh, it sounded kind of like something was falling there. Kind of awkward and weird. And where's the power button again? Gotta remember, it was on the handle here somewhere. It was this. It was that. So I'm gonna be wearing this around like all day tomorrow. Apparently one of the groups that's there is the Alberta Ghostbusters, who I did meet at Extra Life. I don't know if I mentioned that during the Extra Life streams. I might have, and like turned the camera as they were doing their thingamabob around the venue there. So anyone that watched those streams might have heard of them, but apparently they're at GameCon as well. So I'll go stop by and say hi to them while dressed as Luigi with this massive thing on my back. So yeah, that'll be a fun time, and it's probably going to destroy my joints, I have no doubt. So there'll be that to look forward to. Maybe I'll give the update on that next time. There's something or other, because yeah, that is going to, it's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna get a lot of laughs from people, but man, is it gonna suck. I was thinking about going as my Enharmonia cosplay, but I haven't brought this to a gaming convention yet. I've only had it for Halloween, so I want to take it to a gaming convention. So that's the last kind of thing going on here. Yes. One ultra last interesting thing. I've been trying to 3D print this modular controller stand tower thing, so I can have a PlayStation 5 controller, a Nintendo Switch controller, and my Xbox One controller all on a nice stand on my desk. Didn't print quite right. I have to reprint it. And then once I have that, then maybe I'll redo these screens at some point, make something that looks a little bit cleaner and actually deals with shadows in a more proper way. And it has that controller stand, like kind of where the Switch is right now in the current layout or something. But yeah, I want to have these made so I can reference them first, was the idea. I like to do that. I've wanted to replace this screen for a little while, but I just haven't really had the chance to. So I would like to do it with something where shadows actually work as intended. I mean, I could always just go to the Eevee mat and just redo the shadows on it, something or other. And it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Off this. If I can find where there it is. You can probably hear it there. And put this down here. And yeah, we are wrapping up the stream. Miles Farber, I'm sorry I can't go super long tonight because I have to go be a Luigi Ghostbuster tomorrow at GameCon. I want to get there early so I can be there all day and network with all them studios and see all the things is the plan. So yeah, the next Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon stream will be the finale in terms of the main story, not the finale of the whole series because there's an epilogue. And yeah, I'm sorry. You missed us also getting randomized Pokemon X dialogue and stuff. That was pretty wacky too. But we'll probably see some more of that in 2 weeks' time, where I'll be doing it for 24 hours straight, if not longer. So, yeah, we'll see here. And next time I stream, maybe I'll chat about how things went at GameCon. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody who tuned in to Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, and then a little bit of Pokemon X here at the end. And, yeah, I'm going to wrap up the night here, get organized for tomorrow, and try to get some good sleep here so that I can have, like, a nice full day of ghost busting tomorrow. That should be fun. So yeah, until next time, when we climb the Tree of Life, we use a tract on dark matter, I guess, and we save the world, and it'll be great. Just you wait. So until then, take care and see ya. Goodbye.